Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to a video of Battlefront 1. Not the original ones, Battlefront 1 from 2015. So, I was itching for some Battlefront 1 gameplay, and I thought during the weekend I may find some online matches. And I don't know, I waited for about 5 minutes on the big modes, on the 40 people modes. Nothing. They put me in a lobby by myself. Then I waited for another 5-6 minutes for the fighter squadrons mode, the flying mode, this one, which you see in the background. And again, nothing. Then it put me in a cargo mode, capture the cargo mode, but it wasn't able to start because there were only 2 people and me, so 3 total. So I said to myself, okay, let's play it with bots, just to enjoy the scenery. I mean, it's still an amazing game. The graphics actually might even be better than the Battlefront 2. Depends on which style you like. This is a little bit, how do you say, more gritty, more photorealistic at parts. It depends. The fighter squadron maps are interesting, but there's not too much cover. There are the clouds for cover, and then there is flying close to the ground. But again, the targeting system in this game is a little bit different. It locks on and it tries to follow the enemy starfighter. You can shoot without locking, of course, but it's a little bit touch and go. Because you don't have the targeting reticle like you have in Battlefront 2. Of course, this has pickups on the ground, this mode. The pickups are faster cooldowns. You have abilities, as you can see on the right, bottom right. You have healing and you have hero pickup. I think it's 1 ticket per match, and the enemy hero on this map is Boba Fett, and our pickup, which I think I'll pick up later, is the Millennium Falcon, which is quite powerful, but as you can imagine, not so maneuverable. And very tanky, of course. You can also heal the heroes, makes them even more powerful, but the healing is only a small percentage, I think it's like 10%. And it's not always easy to get because it's close to the ground. So yeah, I hope you guys will enjoy spending a little time while I fly around and attack the enemies and try to find some interesting places to fly through. I miss not having the roll on the A and D keys in this game. It makes the flying in Battlefront 2 so much better, in my opinion. Otherwise, the speed of it, I don't know, the feeling of it is great in this game. But there goes Boba Fett. But the rolling, the inability to roll ticks me off a little bit. But again, you cannot blame them. You know, they were figuring out how to make it. And I think they got it right in Battlefront 2. Which is very interesting because the same developers, Motive, worked on Squadrons, and the flying Squadrons is good, but in my opinion is not as good as Battlefront 2. Maybe I'm not used to Squadrons, but I don't know. Maybe it's the first person. Of course, if you fly first person in Battlefront 1 or Battlefront 2 is again more difficult. But it's cinematic. I think, yeah, that's my opinion. I also need to go back to the original games, because as I said in one previous video, I played those games offline maybe 20 years ago, maybe more. I'm not sure at this point. It was certainly a long time ago. So I need to check it out. Which ones would you suggest for me to check? The classic ones or the remaster ones?
We failed
I'm not sure. I need to look into it. Also, we need to see which ones support the best resolution, of course, so they don't look terrible on YouTube. And maybe even implement some mods, again, for visual stuff. We'll see. Anyway, I'm so looking forward to the next Star Wars game. I'm gathering ideas at the moment, what I'm going to play. Perhaps I should replay Fallen Order again. Jedi Survivor. No. It's Fallen Order, Star Wars Fallen Order, right? I played that one when it released, and I haven't played Jedi Survivor yet. It looks like an amazing game. Not sure how it will be for videos, because it will be quite long. There's first person now in the background. It looks great for the first person, but it's a little bit wonky for flying. For targeting is great, but for flying you have no idea where is your starfighter as opposed to the ground. So here I picked up the hero, and as I said, it's the Millennium Falcon. It has the shielding ability, afterburner ability, and concussion missiles. And the cannons, the coaxial cannons, does quite a lot of damage, as you can see on this transport. If I can actually hit the transport. Yeah, so I was saying I'll probably play Fallen Order first. Maybe make multiple videos, maybe compile it for you guys in one big video. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Depends on when we're going to have an extended break from work. Because every year we have about 2 bigger breaks, at least a week. So we are supposed to have one in the spring, a few weeks from now, I guess. And yeah, that would be a great opportunity to focus a little bit more on little bit more difficult videos to make. Yeah, I'm also planning some different type of videos, like a tier list or something. I'll figure it out. No spoilers. Perhaps that was a spoiler. Sorry about that. And yeah, these days I'll keep trying to find matches in Battlefront 1. Hopefully I'll find something. If not, hopefully you're going to enjoy me just... Ooh, this will... That was dangerous. Oh my god. Just flying around on these maps. Just enjoy slaying some enemies. The cannon is amazing. It kills the TIE fighters in 3 hits. 1, 2, 3. Maybe 4. And concussion missiles are twin concussion missiles. Even it doesn't say so, but I can see 2 of them flying out. Again, the scenery in this game always amazes me. The sky looks so great, the clouds look great, the fighters, the ground. I know, it's so crisp. I think I use upscaling for this game as well, because it's an older title. The maximum FPS is 200 in the game. I can easily reach it, even with the upscaling, 100% plus upscaling. And of course everything ultra. I'm not sure how well YouTube will translate the visuals. Usually it does okay job, but you know, of course it's not the same what I view as when I play it. But I think it's good enough. So the matches are usually, this kind of game mode, are usually 10 minutes, something like that, plus the beginning and the end. Or if we get to 200 kills, which I'm not sure if we're going to get in 3 minutes. Maybe if we focus a little bit more on killing them instead of flying around and showing the scenery, I could get to 200 kills. I mean, together as a team, of course. But it doesn't really matter. The whole point of this is just to fly around. I wish the bounce of the map would be larger, you know. I want to go closer to the Star Destroyers. But unfortunately it's out of bounds. Something I thought of. Can I shoot those turrets? Because they seem to be shooting at me. Not sure if they're hitting me. The sounds in this game also are great. The targeting beeping is a little bit annoying, at least to me. But at least it's functional. It beeps more when you get the enemy targeted properly. And also when you can launch the missiles. And then when you get too close to overheating, it also beeps differently. So even if you don't watch the reticles, you can figure out when you're going to stop targeting them, because it's overheated. Or there are two types of overheating in this game. One is the blasters are overheating, and then the targeting is overheating as well. Or maybe not overheating, it's getting disabled for some reason, because the target assistants get tired or something. I'm not sure what. Probably something to do with balancing. Because this game, when as I remember it, when it was live, the flying was quite great, you know, against other players, and strafing runs on the Galactic. It wasn't Galactic, it was Walker Assault mode. It was quite awesome. You could do a lot of damage. And the iron torpedoes were a must there. The iron torpedoes, ground-to-air iron torpedoes, were quite good. You couldn't really dodge them unless you flown really fast and change direction really fast. But then you lose quite a lot of time. Here's me shooting the turrets. Again, not sure if you can destroy them. It would be fun if you could. And we need 30 more kills or 45 seconds, which I think that the seconds will go faster than the kills. I'm not sure why does the hero pick up, why it doesn't respawn. You only get one Boba Fett and one Millennium Falcon on each map. With the DLC, on the DLC Fighter Squadrons map, they added also Luke and Vader. Luke is overpowered in my opinion in this game. Vader is also quite fun, but not as overpowered. He's just good. That's it. We almost won, and in the end it doesn't end and as Battlefront 2, but you crash if you're close to something. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.